don't worry, your beauty bitch is here to show you how to do makeup for Asian eyes. So what I will say is that it's very tough for us Asian girlies because our eye shapes are so different. Mine are actually kind of similar to yours in the sense that I have small double lids. Mine kind of get bigger as they go out towards the outer corner, whereas I feel like yours are a little bit more uniform, but still the tips that I'm gonna show you should still work for you. And what I will say is that it's not easy at all. It took years for me to learn how to do makeup properly for my Asian eyes. If I showed you the pictures of what I look like in high school, you would be so horrified. I look like a complete psycho. I can't even look at them, to be honest with you, to bring them into this video because they will give me PTSD. But anyway, I've learned a lot since then. I feel like I've really upped my game in terms of my eye makeup, and I want to share everything that I learned and all of those tips with you today. So first, you're gonna get yourself a very neutral and versatile eyeshadow palette. So this is the Ethereal Eyes palette from Makeup by Mario, but you use whichever one that you personally like. So when it comes to doing Asian eye makeup, there's two important things I want you to keep in mind. First is actually something that you said, which is false. And what you said was that we have very limited real estate because our eyelid area is a little bit smaller. So don't limit your eyeshadow to the space only below your crease. It's definitely more complicated for us to do eyeshadow because we have less contour here, but definitely one of the things that you want to be doing is utilizing this complete lid space over here. And so what you're gonna do is get yourself an eyeshadow brush that is not too precise. It's fluffy, it's soft, and it's not too small because you want something that's going to have reach in a wide surface area, but also something that's going to really help blend, because when you're going into this area, this is where things can look too harsh if you don't blend properly. And so it's all about having a good brush to help you do that. So I'm gonna go in with a very light neutral shade, which is this little pink shade right there. And what I'm gonna do is lightly dust this all over. So I'm gonna go slightly above the lid area and kind of blend it like this. And this is where I'm talking about the key is blendability, because you don't want these lines to look sharp. So I used not too much, and I'm just blending it very softly like this. Next, you're gonna do the same thing on the other side. Again, a light hand and blend, blend, blend. That is the key. And you're gonna go about maybe a third of the way up to your eyebrow. And you're gonna go slightly higher as you get to the outer corner of your eye. So it's a very slight incline. What I'm gonna do is actually just wipe any excess off and then again, blend that line between where you have makeup on and you don't have makeup on. Okay, the second important thing I want you to keep in mind is that we want to stay away from very dark colors because they tend to make your eyes look smaller. And unfortunately, as Asian girlies, we have smaller eyes. And so you want to choose colors that are really going to make the eyes look more open, bigger, and really illuminate the eye area. So next, I'm going to use this champagne color that we have here that will do that. You don't have to use a shimmery shade, but that shimmer really helps open things a lot of times. And now what I'm going to do is that area below the crease. Okay, see this light and shimmery shade really diffuses light in a way that opens the eye area. And so lastly, you are going to use a dark color, but only a very little bit. And what this is going to do is add a little bit of an accent and contour almost in a way, the way you would contour your face, to really kind of add a little bit more definition to the eye area. Okay, so now I'm gonna go in with this kind of like chocolate shade right here and just a dot, not more than that. Okay, so what you're gonna do is apply a very little bit on the outer corner on the crease line. So where the above the crease area and below the crease area meet, and just a very small amount. Then you're gonna make sure you have your fluffy brush that is for blending, and you're going to blend this out a ton. Like, this is gonna be your cardio for the day kind of situation. Like, you can never blend enough. Okay, you see this versus this? Like, this looks fine, this looks defined, and the way it goes light to dark and everything is super blended makes the eyes pop. Now going in on this side. You can never blend too much, truly. Okay, so you're gonna take any shimmery whites or light eyeshadow and just line the inner corners of your eyes with it. And this is what makes my eyes look way wider in photos, like truly. Like, it was a game changer when I learned this hack because I just look 10 times better in every picture with this situation going on. Okay, now for eyeliner. So with eyeliner, you really want to make as thin of a line as possible. One of the biggest mistakes I see with my Asian girlies is a very, very thick line, like especially in terms of a wing. I know that's definitely a vibe and it definitely works for some people, but generally speaking, I just find it looks very unnatural and it can really make your eyes look smaller. And so I'm using a liquid liner to do a really thin line along my eye area, and then I'm going to end it with a very thin wing. Ooh. I'm doing such a terrible job right now because I'm trying to look in my phone and it's not really that great. But anyway, there we go. It's better now. Okay, now for lashes. Since our eyelashes tend to be pretty sparse, pretty short, pretty fine, hard to curl, I generally opt for strip lashes. These are the Eylure Naturalites 030. Eylure makes some really beautiful natural looking lashes that are perfect for Asian girlies because they really fit your eye contour. And again, they're very natural looking. And so I used a little bit of the Duo Black Lash Glue here. And in addition to the fact that I feel like strip lashes just really give Asians eyelashes that they don't naturally have, it actually also acts like a little shelf. So it kind of pushes your eyelids up a little bit. And so again, this can also kind of make your eyes pop and look a little bit bigger. And now we have the other side. And so perfect, here we have the final look. It's a lot simpler than it looks. Really, practice takes perfect, but feel free to comment if you have any questions. And I really encourage you to try it. We Asian girlies have such beautiful eyelids. Who says we can't play with makeup? And so definitely give it a try.